Many of you have do-it-yourself projects, and think of virtual or online learning as a do-it-yourself project, where you have short but incomplete instructions initially that come in a box, but you have to go to YouTube or to Google to be able to complete the instructions. Consider your in-class work that short, sometimes incomplete instruction. Sometimes you're able to sort of figure out what's necessary to get the work done. Sometimes you can't. In those cases where you can't, then you would go to YouTube to review the parts that you don't understand so that you can complete the process. That's when you should call or email the teacher or instructor for assistance. These are the learning modalities, the learning styles. Most folks are familiar with auditory, visual, and verbal, but these others, conceptual, tactile, intuitive, kinesthetic, and emotional, are less familiar. How do you maintain interest? How are you able to pick up information that you're interested in? How do you actually focus on and keep your focus on the topic? What is your natural process to take in information and to be able to understand what's necessary to remember it? But for short-term memory or for long-term memory. To tell us a little bit about how you're able to process information and to learn it. Do you have to hear it? Do you have to see it? Do you have to feel it?
Hi everyone, I'm Eden, and I'm a student in high school. I'm in ninth grade, and for me, at first, I was a visual learner because it was just easier for me to see it be done instead of just hearing it or being told to do something without actually like having it in front of me. But I've learned to hear instructions now because this is virtual learning, so I can't really touch anything or have it like directly in front of me without a computer. So I was able to what's the word? Change in order to
be able to adjust to the virtual learning?
adjust to it.
So you find that you are adding in more hearing, or is it just the repetition of seeing it more than once?
Hearing it.
Hearing has become more important now that you're online.
Mm-hmm.
Good, good.
I'm Kelvin. I'm from Hong Kong. I think when I when I when I watch YouTube and read something in books, I can learn. For example, when I learn how to drive a car, I find that when I read some books on driving, the motorbike, how to balance.
Okay.
Using your tummies, left side or right side to turn a corner. I will drive more smoothly, more accurately to turn on the drive, to turn the left or turn the right side more smoothly. When I read the books, especially when the procedure is very detailed, as like a Japanese book, because when I read some books, the Japanese people can describe the detail very clearly, very detailed. For example, the degree, your tummies, the degree, how large is the degree, how small is the degree to turn the left, to turn the right. That's all. Thank you.
In the process of learning, you don't always just use one of these modalities. You may use several. And in different situations, you may use different modalities. So the actual process of learning, this is an attempt to give you sort of a stepwise 1, 2, 3, 4, similar to what Mr. Chang described. You notice something, you pay attention to it, and it could be that lesson that you're seeing virtually. You try to understand what is going on, what they're saying, and then you decide what to do with it. Is this little piece important, or is this little piece more important? So you have to take an action in terms of a decision as to whether or not it's important or not important, and then decide what you do to store the information in your knowledge so that it becomes a memory. And of course, you have to have some sort of a prompt, which most of this stuff we do subconsciously. But when you go through the steps, this helps you to think about how you actually learn and retain information.